successful in this life, you have to be more dedicated and disciplined. And our Pride TV project's unique aim is considered that we always try to discover and highlight one of the most talented, qualified, and knowledgeable and disciplined people who have their own place in our society, and of course share their unique knowledge among the viewers. Hello, and good part of today again, our dear, lovely, diligent and ostentatious viewers, especially who are watching us right now, and we are again and again blissfully and sincerely happy to commerce our today's program under the name of Our Pride. According to the custom of Our Pride program, that we will talk about the life path exemplary people who have their own place in our society, strive for their goals and famous for their intelligence, patriotism, culture, responsibility, and of course lead successful lives. As you have guessed, today's hero of our high-scale project is a person who has several long years experience in the field of education, and of course the first vice rector of the Turin Polytechnic University is Ashurov Alisher Ashurov. Part of today again, one more time, our dear guest who is Alisher Ashurov. First of all, thank you very much for accepting our offer. We really appreciate your precisely time and work as well, and I hope that today's our interview will be very beneficial, all the spectators, all the viewers, especially who are watching us right now. Thank you very much. And first of all, we know that childhood plays one of the most important role in human's life, and the reason why can you share with us one of the most sincere and flawless moments of your childhood memories, which you can easily remember with great admiration till these days?
Thank you. I was born in Jizak region, and my childhood was really adventurous, full of interesting events. And from my childhood, I was really active, and even when I studied at school, I participated in all the cultural events, in the social events of school, and of course I studied subjects really hard. I was good at mathematics, I was good at history, and of course I was good at languages. And my teacher, my English teacher, inspired me to study English, and from the school time I just studied English language, and I worked in different projects, for example, organized by foreigners, by Peace Corps volunteers, and there I was working as a team leader. And of course it is the sweet memory from my childhood, because really it is important for us to feel that we are living our happy, enthusiastic and adventurous life. See?
Perfect, thank you very much. And the reason why your teacher, your school teacher, had taught you the school of life in that place to learn this language, English language at that time, yeah?
Yes, of course. And she pushed me to study English, and she involved me to different projects, because she was also active, organized different events, cultural events, events concerning the language study. And of course, I'm really thankful, and it was her contribution for me to become a professional language teacher. Even today, I teach students, and of course, I give a push, a stimulus to our students to study really hard, because when you know languages, it means you know the world. Because when we communicate, we use different languages, and of course the language communication is really important, because language is not just an instrument in communication. Language is a social phenomenon. Together with language skills, we develop our outlook concerning the culture of different countries.
Of course. And generally, to tell, how many languages do you know?
I know English language. Ich spreche etwas Deutsch. And Russian. And of course, my native language. I know
of
Uzbek
course.
language.
Perfect. And as an experienced educator and mentor for several years in this sphere, how would you describe the impact of the language to the nation, state and society? What do you think? How does language learning contribute to the overall development of a nation?
You see, in academic process, language knowing is really important. First of all, native language learning, because all the subjects are taught in native language first, and knowing the native language is really crucial. Basing on the system of Uzbek language, for example, in my case, because my native language is Uzbek, I try to work out different strategies in learning foreign languages. For example, in my case, English language. And of course, it is crucial, as I mentioned above, all the subjects are shared by means of language, because professors, experienced teachers, they share their knowledge by means of language. If the language acquisition is really developed, of course, in that case, it is easier for students, for pupils, for school boys and girls to study the subject. And the main responsibility of a teacher is to make it easy and convenient to study different subjects, even sometimes complicated subjects, such as mathematics, geometry, geography, physics. But anyway, the role of language is really great.
Perfect, thank you very much. And look at back again. After graduation of school, where did you study? What kind of university? Somehow a little bit information about your educational system.
Thank you for the question. I entered Jizak State Pedagogical Institute. I began my study there as a student, and of course I was really enthusiastic to enlarge my outlook and knowledge. I studied in English philology, and it was a great chance for me to reinforce my theoretical knowledge, maybe, and it was good practice for me, or let's say it was a good platform for me to reinforce all the skills, language skills in Jizak State Pedagogical Institute. And after graduating from Pedagogical Institute, I worked there for 3 years as an assistant teacher. Then I decided to continue my study because it's important for me to continue my study. Even now, I try to study different other languages, and I try to study something which is really important for my career. I decided to enter master's degree in Uzbek State World Languages University. I came to Tashkent, and of course, the first day in Tashkent was really impressive for me because Tashkent is the capital of Uzbekistan, and Tashkent astonished me, and I was surprised. And of
Tashkent taught me this. All of the students just stayed just like that when they came the first time there.
Yes, of course, right you are. And of course, it was a little bit difficult and complicated for me to enter the university because exams were really difficult and complicated and hard. I studied a lot. I prepared for exams really hard because I had a big dream and desire to enter master's degree here in Tashkent in World Languages University.
Especially World Languages University.
World Languages University, you see? Because World Languages University is the ethelon university in language studying. So finally, fortunately, I entered the university. I began my studies here as a student. And parallelly, I found the work in special courses, private courses as a teacher, because it was really important for me study theoretical issues concerning language acquisition, or let's say language studies. And then, of course, in practice, while teaching students, I reinforced from practical point of view the language skills somehow, because knowing language is something different.
Of course, language, grammatical rules, coherence and cohesion, all of the things which was uniquely based on the language is something different.
Right you are. And speaking language is something different. And teaching that language is really
It's absolutely different.
complicated and is really different. And of course, it is really interesting to teach languages.
What was your second language at that time?
German language.
German.
I studied German language, and of course German language was also very interesting for me, because English and German language, they both belong to the same root languages. And the grammar is really close, so that's why maybe for me it was easy to study German parallelly with English.
And in that case, while studying the World Languages University, did you have some kind of desire to be a teacher, or to being a teacher from your childhood dreams?
Yeah, just
Who or what motivated you to choose this profession?
first of all, it was really
Long story.
crucial for me. It was a big dream for me to become a teacher, because you see, when I studied at school, of course, sometimes it wasn't enough just participate the practical classes. We try to find some other sources. Maybe we went to libraries, try to find different sources for improving our language skills. In that time, I thought about developing the system of teaching English language. And of course, it was my dream, let's say. And I entered the GISAC Pedagogical Institute on that purpose. And then I came to Tashkent, studied here. And of course, now I can say that I became a professional, maybe language teacher. But anyway, I think even now I try to develop the methodology of teaching, because it's not enough just knowing today's, for example, tendencies of teaching languages. I think we need to think about the future realization of different crucial maybe methods, or different authentic, let's say, maybe principles in teaching.
Perfect. And right now we know that you are not only teacher but also the first vice rector of the Turin Polytechnic University, and the reason why, can you share with us some of the new approaches or initiatives that Turin Polytechnic University has implemented in the educational process?
Of course, now I work as a first vice rector in Turin Polytechnic University in Tashkent. My responsibility is to organize the free time of students. And of course, sometimes it is really hard to study in our university, and we organize different sport events, different cultural events for students spend their free time in a very interesting way. First of all, we organize kind of review, online review maybe, where they are free to express their initiative on participating in different events, maybe in different, for example, subject Olympiads, or for example, different clubs we organize for them. English-speaking club, let's say,
dance club.
yeah, dance club. Maybe sometimes when they, of course, are enthusiastic to study how to dance, but usually our students, they are really enthusiastic in learning how to sing as professional singer. We organized the club, musical club, for our students. They, with great pleasure, come to the club and try to study and improve their skills on singing, on playing different instruments, for example, guitar, piano maybe. And of course, specific subject clubs we also organize, for example, in robotics or in mechatronics, in pneumatics. We have electrocar laboratory here in Turin Polytechnic University in Tashkent. And our students, when they have free time, of course, they participate with great pleasure in the clubs to reinforce their theoretical knowledge, because there they are free to make a prototype of something, or they make something with their hands, maybe as a future engineer. It is really important.
What do you think, how is the IT's role in this sphere? I mean, the modeling cars or some kind of being one of the mutual engineer in the future? How IT helps to achieve our vision or strategic goals, especially in the field of the Turin Polytechnic University? How is the role of the digitalization features and functioning and telecommunications?
So, IT technology.
I'm going to say that how can we improve the socio-political and socio-economic life of our country?
Of course, you see, IT technologies are the part of our life today. And digitalization is really crucial. If we speak from the point of view of our university. In our university, the educational process is digitalized because we use LMS platform where students have an access together with professors, and of course they exchange different information using that platform, and it is really convenient for them to use. And of course IT technologies, even for example in the developing of the economy of our country, is really crucial. And I think we know that today all the authorities are concentrated on digitalizing the, for example, service sphere, educational sphere.
Of course.
And that's why just IT technologies need to have a special, let's say, attention. And that's why in our university we organized co-working centers where IT students, they develop different ideas, they work on different projects together with the students of other universities as well. And of course, as our university is established in collaboration with Italian professors, with Italian university, that is why our students are lucky and they collaborate with professors directly, Italian professors, engineers directly. And of course, I think it is really practical issue for our students to reinforce their practical skills, being involved in special projects organized by our professors, by Italian professors, Italian authorities. And of course, usually we organize events together with Turin Polytechnic University.
Yeah, why
in Italy.
I'm asking this question, because we know that IT is becoming one of the up-and-coming new trends nowadays, and the reason why it's becoming one of the leading fields for the for the Uzbekistan, and there's Uzbekistan is developing one of the best attractive place for foreigners in that case. And the reason why, can you collaborate on some kind of specific collaborations or partnerships that mainly Turin Polytechnic University has organized in order to learning some kind of additional platforms or additional learning opportunities for among the students who are studying there?
Yes, of course. As I mentioned, educational platform, educational LMS platform. Of course, all students are using this platform. They have an access, and that online platform is the platform which is considered to be a platform where they can communicate with professors when they download different sort of information. It is really convenient because being a little bit far from the university, the students have chance to be connected to the platform because they have an access and communicate somehow with our professors. In that virtual communication by means of LMS platform is really crucial for us to economize the time of students, time of professors. So that's why IT technologies are really important and crucial in our life and in social life of Turin Polytechnic University in Tashkent.
I'm honored to know Alisher Ashurov for 3 years. He's not only like our vice rector. For me, he's a mentor also. He gives some advices for us, for the Students' Union. He supports each other every time students coming to the office and asking Alisher to share with his experience also. He could help with the other subjects if you need some support in the subjects also. And also every time we're joking together when we meet each other, he's not only for us like a vice rector. We know him like a close friend for us also. Of course, he's a really kind person. One can see that when you're starting to talk with him, to communicate with him, he could give you some really important experience. It's like gold experience for us. It's really important because there are not too many people in the world who could be like some really kind. His strategy of teaching, that's really amazing. When you're sitting on his lessons, you can see that, you can feel that it's like, it's not a lecture. For instance, if it's lecture 1 hour and 20 minutes, let's say like 1 hour and 20 minutes, time is running and you do not feel that time is running. And you don't want like, you don't want the lecture to end, to finish that. That's why I think he got the unique style of teaching. He is not only like reading a lot of informations. He's trying to teach it in a more easier way, what's really good for us, of course. And students get more information when it's like a different style of teaching. And of course, it's really easier for the students to pass the exam also, because if you know the easy way to teach, of course, students will get it, and it will be more easier on the exam.
And we know that you have been to other foreign countries as well for the MBA. I mean, master's degree, if I'm not mistaken, or some kind of practicing?
No, just for practice.
Practice.
I went to
Can you share
countries.
somehow your work experience from there?
Okay, I just traveled to Germany and to Italy, of course. And there we participated in the projects organized by Turin Polytechnic University in Italy. And of course, it was really interesting especially for me, because we discussed different issues together, and our collaboration was really successful. For example, in Italy, we just discussed something about sustainable campus. As you know, that Italy is really developed, and the universities are really high level universities, and of course, even according to the rating, Turin Polytechnic University in Italy is in 253 just rating, and that's why it was really important for us to collaborate with them. And not only me, but other professors, they visit Italy, that university in Italy, and we just try to collaborate, try to find different solutions to some situations we come across during academic process organization. And as for Germany, we visited Braunschweig University. Even in that university, we get acquaintance with the scientific institutes under the Braunschweig University, and it is also a very great platform for students study practical issues of different technologies maybe. And of course, we organize, or let's say try to work out the exchange programs for our students in Braunschweig University, in Turin Polytechnic University. Our students study there, for example, 1 semester maybe, or 2 semesters, 1 academic year. And of course, it's a great chance for our students to enlarge their outlook in the sphere of technology or engineering, let's say.
And at the end of our conversation, it's said that it's natural that all the people try to look back and try to observe what they have achieved their life. And the reason why, what would you like to hear to say the people about you, just like Alisher Ashurov has achieved something things in his life in the future? I mean, generally to tell, how do you envision the highest peak of your career? Have you ever satisfied with all of your successful accomplishments in your life?
You see, for me, it is a little bit difficult to evaluate my life, my career. Maybe it is easier for others to evaluate my achievements, but I achieved a lot in my life, but I'm not going to stop here. I will continue my studies, my career, of course, even if I just defended my PhD degree, and I'm thinking about Doctor of Science degree in the future. It's not the acme of my perfection, maybe, because I think I'm still young and I have a lot of things to do in my life to contribute to the development of my country as a specialist, maybe as just simple citizen. It is very important and crucial for me to contribute to the development of my country.
In order to left your mark in the history, yeah?
Yes, of course, it's really important to leave a kind of...
Try to create one of the best part of life with
Yes,
your
of
roles.
course. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you very much, and we wish you all the best through the path of your life, through the path of your career, and we wish you good health, wealth, long life, and success in your future endeavors and successful accomplishments in your future
Yes,
endeavors.
of course.
As well.
Thank you. It is really important to be healthy, wealthy, and wise
Of
in
course.
our complicated life.
Yes,
Thank
sure,
you.
absolutely. Thank you very much, sir.
You are welcome.
Thank you. It's the end of our Pride program that we would like to wish good health, wealth, long life and success our dear guests' future endeavor as well. Such kind of heedful, high-labor, dedicated and disciplined people play an important role in our public life and society as our pride all the time. Take care, stay healthy and see you next time. Bye.